President Obama said, "I love you" numerous times.
He says, "I love you back." That's his thing. The crowd goes, "We love you, Obama." And he goes, "I love you back."
Oh.
That's his thing. So they're not even right about the frigging love comment.
Wow.
They can't even deliver on that.
Well, maybe we should do another random CPAC.
Yes. When was the last time a politician has said, "I love you"?
All right, we're going to do it again. A random CPAC stream. That is where I tune into CPAC, and I guess I'm not even going to, I may listen for a minute or 2 minutes. We don't know who's going to be on, and then I'll respond in a minute or 2 minutes too. Here we go. I'm going to hit.
If you're ever...
Wait a second.
He's still talking?
He's still talking.
No, I think it just paused it. Wait, let me refresh.
No, I think he's still talking.
No way. This guy's not still. We've got a ad.
Muslims. Yeah. You
He's
say,
still talking.
What are they into? Territorial conquest.
Love.
They took over half of Iraq and half of Syria. They're worldwide over there in Africa.
The Muslims have taken over half of Iraq.
Territorial conquest.
They weren't there
Sound
before
familiar?
at all.
Any Jesus with them? No, sir. What are they famous for? I don't see a dime's worth of difference in any of them. You have to stop them.
Wow.
A lot more folksy than Sam Harris, but
Yes.
same message.
Wow.
I believe Jesus came down from heaven in flesh 2,015 years ago.
I should tell
I
you
believe
that
he
I think
paid
even
for all of
in
my rotten sins.
Christianity,
and I have a
he
life.
came down, I
But
think,
I'm not
about
the only one.
2,000
Every one
or
of you seated in this audience
19,985 years ago,
a lot.
approximately. But whatever. It started from when he was born.
Right?
The calendar. Before Christ, after
That's what I thought. I didn't think I was the Lone Ranger here.
Christ.
So you have a sin problem. You say, what happened, Phil, when I got old enough to know right from wrong and I chose sin? You sinned and you died spiritually. You're a walking dead person. You say, what's next for me? A 6-foot hole.
I don't
It's
think
not
it's supposed
it.
to be a joke.
Oh, you've got a 6-foot hole coming up. So you admit, I'm a sinner, yep, and I'm going 6 feet deep, yep. God became flesh 2015 years ago. Your calendar documents it. When an atheist says he writes a check out and puts the date down, he's saying Jesus was here. You're counting time by Jesus of Galilee, including you atheists in the crowd. We're all counting time by him.
Well, actually,
You know what he did?
This Jewish calendar too.
And he's the one through
About the real
whom
calendars.
the cosmos was created, Jesus.
The Jew killer.
Died on a
Jesus
cross
killer.
to take all your sins. 3 days later, raised from the dead. That solves your grave problem. So the blood takes care of your sin, and the resurrection takes care of your fear of dying. And you say, there's a way off planet Earth alive. You got a better story? Lay it on me. All of these isms,
I have some suggestions.
atheism, agnosticism, humanism, postmodernism, materialism, idealism, naturalism. You say, what is all that about? Trying to get around what I just told you. Your founding fathers were godly, so am I. You say, Phil, you're like George Washington. Yeah. You're like Thomas Jefferson. Yeah.
I will say this, that it does appear that the Muslims have taken over Iraq. It also appears that they've taken over many of the Arab states. And I can't imagine arguing with Phil about that. He's so right.
That's
I mean,
solid
he
ground.
claims that they've taken over half of Iraq, but in fact, the Muslims have taken over, I think,
If anything, he's understating the threat.
it is. In some ways, he's undercounting the threat.
Sam, let me ask you this. Can you argue with a straight face, as straight as your face can look to begin with, that under President Obama, who is not legally the president, that the Muslims have not taken over Syria and Iraq on his watch?
Well, I mean, I think on his watch is sort of like the caveat. I mean, let me put it this way.
caveat, $5 words.
I will concede this. I imagine the Muslims took over Syria and Iraq because they anticipated that Obama could end up being president here, and they knew they could get away with it if he became president.
Now you're talking. All of a sudden you have sense. They also feel his lack of love for America in their veins, and they know they can do things as a result.
I can't believe that they're going to, I mean, this is just unbelievable. Didn't they disinvite somebody who was anti-gay at one point at CPAC? Didn't they do that? Wasn't there somebody disinvited from CPAC a while back because what they said something was like too controversial or anti-gay? And isn't this guy just a huge...
They uninvited an American atheists.
Oh. Never
No
mind.
counterpoint there.
No, I thought at one year that they had disinvited like Ann Coulter or something.
I don't think so.
That's wow. That guy's freaking just. I can't believe it.
Oh, wait, you're right. You're right. The Log Cabin Republicans, that gay conservative group, they allege that it's the third straight year they have been rejected from sponsoring the conference.
I have a joke.
All right, I'm sorry.
I-
I actually thought that at one point the CPAC said, "Hey, you can't be so anti-homophobic," when in fact it was like, "No, you can't be so anti-homophobic."